Good morning, good people. Saturday, June 5th, 2021. This is Spades podcast. This is Vic in studio right now by myself. Cordell's on the way into the studio. First of all, I just want to say I hope everyone had a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. 3 weeks out of the studio and a lot has happened. I learned this a couple of days ago. I don't know if everyone else is aware of this, but I had no idea, and I posted this morning on Facebook, but I had no idea that Memorial Day was first started by black soldiers. Had no idea. And it just goes to show you like how much of our history we still don't know about. That's obviously not taught in our public school systems. But I was having a conversation with my parents this morning, and I was telling them, what they were saying to me, how the onus was really falls back onto parents to teach their kids like the history of where we come from and what we've been through and whatnot. And we've talked about that on the show as well, but. Yeah, I had no idea that, black soldiers started Memorial Day. I just thought, it started some other way. But, yeah, it just goes to show you we start and we are the trendsetters for a lot of things that, we really don't get the credit for. But it was, stripped from us, stolen from us, sold off or whatever. And, we never get the credit for it, so.
It's amazing how when you grow up and you realize all the stuff that we started or invented, and you'll be like, we're really the backbone of this world, not like America, this world. Like, I found out, like, we created house music. Like, the dude that sing, "What is love, baby?" That's a black man. All the old pioneers of rock and roll. And it was just thrown at as just regular black music. No, that was rock and roll. Chuck Berry was the original king of rock and roll. It wasn't
Elvis Presley. Yeah.
He took his music and then he wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? So we growing up and starting to realize what we really meant to this country and the way we get shit on. And the fact that no disrespect to my Asian people. I love my Asian people. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. But the fact that they have an act to protect them.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It start really being a problem recently. And we've been going through this for years, decades, generations, and we still don't have no kind of legislation to protect us, bro.
Yeah, and
that's crazy. Not saying that they don't deserve it.
Yeah,
because they do too. But where's ours at?
I mean, that's why they have it. That's because they organized and they apply pressure. We don't apply pressure for shit that's important. We apply pressure for like dumb hood beef shit that don't mean nothing. We don't even own the block. You know what I'm saying? I can see if we had ownership of some shit. Then yeah, okay, all right, the film was yours, but we worry about shit that's not important instead of shit that really is important that affects us and it's going to affect our loved ones later on. So I mean that's why they got that passed quick because they apply pressure
with the quickness, man.
You know what I'm saying? And they knew which buttons to push and who to tap into to get things moving. Like we know as well. We just choose not to use our resources because we worried about
the wrong things,
the wrong shit.
We do it for like a short period of time, and we're not heavily consistent with it.
Right.
I think we're doing a little bit better of a job, but we
getting better. We still
gotta put that pressure on them.
Yeah,
because they're gonna be relaxed. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm not gonna divulge like my goals that I have for the future, but just wait until we get like a black grocery store or like a black. There are black banks, but they're not many, or they're not really known about.
Yeah.
But just wait.
It's only one I really know about, and it's the Killer Mike.
Oh, Greenwood.
It's Green something. I forgot.
I think it's Greenwood. Yeah, I'm on the wait list. I'm just waiting for them to launch. I don't know what the hell they doing. They were supposed to launch a while ago, but it keep getting pushed. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess they want to make sure everything is right, and they dot all the.
I hope they got the right support.
The I's and cross the T's. Yeah, I know. I mean, they do.
That's gonna be major.
They do.
Killer Mike, I know he thorough with his stuff.
Yeah, they do. I've gotten people to sign up too, just because because I feel like you got to have at least 2 to 3 banks. Obviously one big bank, one black, like for us color folks, one black bank, and something else. Like 2 to 3 sign, just to have like your money spread around. But yeah, we getting there slowly. We're learning how to utilize our resources, but we got a long way to go still, because we still worried about World Star and Shade Room and all this other shit. So TMZ and yeah. But yeah, let's get into our topic of the day, man, because we were supposed to talk about this weeks ago. Yeah. This is your topic, so yeah, go ahead and kick it off for us.
Got you. Before that, did you bring up about KC?
No. I don't really want to touch on that just because that's his thing. Yeah, and it's a sensitive subject. So, when KC comes back to the show, shout out to our brother KC. He's going through some stuff right now, but when he rejoin us in the studio, I mean, if he wants to, touch on it, we'll let him do that. I don't want to step on his toes.
All right, no problem. Just take care, brother, and we'll see you when we back.
Yep.
All right, so back on our topic.
Yeah.
This is a good topic that I got from my best friend Malaya. Appreciate you for the topic, because I think, especially what we went through in 2020 with the pandemic and all that, we really had to, figure out what do we want and what do we need. It's that's 2 different things, and we need to realize that. Something we want is something that we really don't necessarily need it to survive. We just want it because it's a certain vice, or we like it, and knowing it's probably not good for you, or the amount that you get it is not good for you, but we still do it because that's what we want. Yeah. But it's stuff that we need, like necessities, food, water, shelter. That's what we need. All the other extra stuff is, So it's more or less like, is it more or less like materialistic things, or is it, because like wants and needs cover a wide variety of stuff. So I feel like a necessity is, like I said, food, water, shelter, and money. Because you need all those to survive. You know what I'm saying? But within that can be blurred too, because you can want certain things that's necessities that really aren't like you need food. Like when we was going through the corona stuff, we need food. Like it was like I heard like one of the like, I forgot, I don't know if it's like she's the president or she's the head leader of Haiti, and she was like, we closing out all restaurants, fast food, and we just opening up the grocery stores. Y'all don't need no restaurants and all that. Y'all need just food, like necessity food. Y'all need to go out.
That's smart.
That was one of my pet peeves, because I'm thinking we just gonna be on like when they said what was the word? Essential workers? Yeah. I didn't think we was essential. I think groceries was essential and all that. I didn't think we was essential, because you don't need no McDonald's. You don't need no Red Robin. And you need to go take your ass to Giant and go get some food and cook it at the house. This is a pandemic going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like within necessities, it can be wants too. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you need a vehicle, but do you need to splurge on that Hellcat? Or you can go take your ass down to Honda to get that Accord. You know what I'm saying? Of course you need a car, but do you need that car? You know what I'm saying? You need something sufficient that's gonna fit you and your budget. You know what I'm saying? So people gotta realize
You said the
that
key word. You said budget. That's another thing. We don't know how to live within our means.
Within our means, and it become wants. A lot of wants instead of what I need. What a need, I'd be okay.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, like, you know, because you know I like to dress, you know, like, you know, look good and all that. You know, I go to Marshalls, I go to Ross, I go to what's the other one? Is it TJ Maxx? TJ Maxx. I go to those places.
Former Mills, I'm big.
Yeah.
I'm forced to go to Former Mills, cuz ain't like I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
I check like online at those places, like see what they have first before I like go like regular retail, because regular retail obviously you're gonna pay more. But yeah, like I tell people all the time, like y'all gotta know how to shop. Yeah. Y'all be worried about
what you look like and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Like all this, I mean, I don't know, man. Like
brother, I think I do well as far as, you know what I'm saying, the other side of the sector. You know what I'm saying? Most of my clothes go for Former Mills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
like, I'm not about to spend this a massive amount of money, especially because my size and all that. You know, when you trying to dress up, the more thread, the more they gonna spank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to spend all that money where I can go somewhere and get exactly what I need and still look good. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, we got to understand what we need is then what we want. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get what you want. But you got to control it. You know what I'm saying? You got to control it.
Yeah.
You really do got to control that, man.
I made this post a while ago, but I said, you know, if you pay all your bills on time, right? If you pay all your bills on time and you don't have much of any money left over, you're not broke. You know why? Because you don't owe anybody. You pay all your bills. So what if you don't got enough to get those Jordans that just came out? So what? Michael Jordan didn't make his shoes for us. He said that. he said what did he say? He said my Jordans are not for black kids. I don't want to misquote him. It was something like that. He basically said like his shoes are for like, you know, white urban people who can afford them. I mean, yeah, we buy them all the time, but like he said, he didn't make them for us.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
To make money, like you hear that, and you be like, that sounds kind of fucked up. But you gotta think the mentality that Mike has, and like what he was trying to do. He was trying to make bread, and like no disrespect, but at the time, like, we was going through it, so y'all wasn't gonna pay that amount of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that would kind of, you know what I'm saying, created a problem in our community. Because how many times you heard somebody get killed or just robbed for some Jordans?
Yeah, at the boulevard all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like what? All the
time. Yeah.
Like for real, shit used to get crazy over Jordans, cause especially when them Concords came out. Like, do
and
you
Space Jams.
really need them jumps that bad?
And the Space Jams.
No, you want them.
Yeah.
That's the one. I'm kind of glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Cause do you really need those Jordans?
Bro, I seen I was in downtown locker room.
Oh my God, these shoe enthusiasts. Bro.
Yeah, I forgot what just came out recently. No, it was them it was them 993s that just came out.
The new Jones.
Yeah.
Sweet,
I had walked in there. I wasn't even looking for nothing specific. I was just walking around, and like as soon as I had got to the entrance, like the line was already like at the entrance. So like when I got inside and I like stepped out of the line, one of the associates was like, "You here for the new 993s?" And I'm looking at everybody in the line. Obviously, they all black. And I'm like, nah, I ain't here for that. I'm just here to just shop if I want to buy something. Yeah. And I'm just looking at like, damn, like y'all really, I mean, not to say that they didn't do it. Y'all was standing in this line all day for some fucking shoes.
And most of them wouldn't stay in line to vote, Vic.
That's what I was getting ready to say, bro. That's what I was getting ready to say. Y'all would put all this energy into staying in this line all day for some goddamn shoes.
Not even just like to vote for the president, like go vote for your local, your
local congressman,
and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You won't go. You won't. That's not.
Bruh. Yeah.
That fits the right what we talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You put all that effort into what you want. That's an extreme want.
Right.
Instead of what you need to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes necessity is not something for you or something you just need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to focus on your community because why? Because you live there.
Right.
You need to wash your body because that's your body. You're gonna stink. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes necessities is what you do as well. You know what I'm saying? The things you do going to work, that's a necessity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now sometimes
investing.
Yeah, and then a lot of wants can turn into necessities. Depends on the situation. Like I want to become a comedian, but once the money come in, that also is something that I love becomes my passion, my job. That's when I'm making my living off. That's when it becomes a necessity, and that's when I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Shift your priorities.
Shift my whole 100%. Into that. Now it's no other job because this is my job, even though this is my passion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to figure out, just because it might be a want, it might be a necessity in that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the necessity might be a want, and depends on what you need, what you want. I mean, what you're trying to get.
Yeah.
So we need to realize that. You know what I'm saying? We really need to think things through when it comes to being what's important in life.
But how do we? And it's such a difficult question to answer because we're so brainwashed at this point in time. How do we shift our mindset to not to? Because I mean, like you said, I mean, we want what we want, kind of thing. Like each individual person want what they want, and they have their needs as well. So, do you think it's a matter of, okay, like us as a people, like, you know, we're so far gone to where it's like no point of return, or is it a matter of like us, for example, having this conversation and like having other people have this conversation and like talking to their kids even more so as well, and just putting in their mind that, hey, you are way more valuable than what's on your feet or what's on your back. Is it a matter of just having that conversation, or is it much deeper than that?
I think it's about having the conversation with people that went through that and trial and error.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like we talk about in the show a couple of times, bro. Some of the best lessons come from mistakes.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like, bro, like I remember really learning like a lesson about how to handle money through when I went down to school, and then I got some of my dad insurance money for when he passed away.
Right.
Whew, I was not prepared to have that amount of money.
Right.
Then I went down there with no, supervision and none of that.
You were young.
Like she can, my mom can say whatever she want. Mom, you're in Maryland. I'm in Alabama.
Right.
Like,
she ain't there to slap your ass up.
You feel me? Like, there was nothing you can say right now.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like going through that experience, it's like, bro, like, I don't, like, bro, like, every joint, every shirt don't got to be designer.
Yeah.
Every pants don't got to be designer. Every hat don't got to be, you know what I'm saying? Every shoe, you know what I'm saying? That's when you start, I think, the rise of like Fila and Puma is coming from like, do we need to really spend that amount of money to be fashionable or to just look, presentable? Do we?
No.
Really do we?
No, because I know for us as men, we can put on like a clean pair of jeans, and now what I will say, our jeans are expensive,
and that's one thing white people do. that I be like, I wish a lot of us would really, pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? They rocking Dockers with the flannel and they Gucci. And they put it on other things. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But they also have assets.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because it was taught. It was
taught.
That knowledge was passed down to them.
We got to talk we got to teach. That's another thing. We got to teach necessities as well. Because it's one thing I wish my mom would have had me do was be self-efficient. We got to teach things that they going to need in the future. They going to need to know how to balance a checkbook, financial literacy and all that. You know what I'm saying? They need to understand what a part that you play in this world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? As far as your race, your gender, and all that, you need to understand what we going through with that. You know what I'm saying? So when we teaching our children, we need to teach our children what you really need in life.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
I think with that also too, we need to emphasize how for us as us as blacks, we don't have much room, we don't have much margin for error for anything. Really, we may have just one time to make a mistake before we ruin our entire life. And we have to emphasize that to our kids too, is the fact that you may only get one opportunity to redeem yourself in your life, and it's sad because our peers, they have 2, 3, 4, 5 chances to redeem themselves. Us is like one at the most.
Sometimes you don't even get that chance.
And sometimes you don't even get that one chance.
Sometimes you don't even get that one chance. That's when I was telling youngest about when they think they need to ride for a hood and all that and the street shit just because that's probably all what they know, or the people that's more influential, that's what they do. And I'm like, bro, you have to understand, bro, that you only go on 1 or 2 places.
Yeah. And
when it hit the fan, sometimes you don't live to tell about it.
Right.
When my dad passed away and I had all this anger and all that, I went towards that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me being a fool out there ended up getting jumped by 20 people. Bro, it was a point in there where I was like, I might die. They might beat me to death. Because it was 20 people. You know what I'm saying? At one person. And thank God for that lady that was I was going to call the police and broke it up and they dispersed. But a lot of people don't make it through that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they gone off of that one. You made that one mistake.
A lot of people we know. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And we still got a lot of people who's out there doing it now.
Still doing it. You just looking at it, bro. You ain't learned from your man.
Right. I mean, it got to a point after a while, I just stopped talking to certain people about it. It's because you grown now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why are you putting why? Right. Why? It can't be that deep. It can't be that deep.
Right. Can't be.
It can't be that deep, bro. That you gotta take somebody's life. You got out here. It can't be that deep. It's too many different ways to make money when you still gotta do foolishness out here. For real. It's way too many. It's way too much opportunities out here to make a little something for you to have to do that.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. And you not caring about what you got going on.
It's that
you don't care about your family. You ain't caring about you got a baby out here.
Well, no, because we stuck on trying to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Get off this image we tough. I mean, we're strong people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But our nature, our nature isn't violence. You know what I'm saying? That's not our nature. But it's this image I got to prove something to somebody to show that I'm tough.
A lot of our problem is we got men. We have false necessities. I think that's more than females too. Yeah. Because I feel like.
What you mean?
Far as what we think we need to do, or you know what I'm saying? Far as some dudes think they really need to do that street shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we feel the need to act the way, even though we know better. I know a lot of dudes like that.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
But they feel like they need to do that because that's all they know, or they feel like it's right.
If they surrounded by like
You know
12
what
to
I'm saying?
15 people, they this way. But then if I walk up to them, they by themselves, they this way. It's like, bruh, like
just
you
fucking
be yourself.
I seen a lot of dudes
Just be yourself.
There's no problem of, you know what I'm saying, just having the baby and all that, and girl and just treating girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the need to change that. You know what I'm saying? We have like I see a lot of dudes is just like, yeah, like I need to do this, and I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, what? No, you don't.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, you don't. You don't need to do nothing.
Right.
You don't need to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between, I think, with females. Because they know, a lot of females know they ain't shit and they know what they want. And that's what they want. And they shouldn't do that, but they be like, I want it anyway. With us, it's like a false narrative, like we need to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we absolutely need to do that shit. Like, why do we need to have this toxic masculinity?
It's the easy way out
to verify that you a man, and you not a certain way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You could just be you and not be a certain way. Like, why do you think you have to? The
street shit don't make you a man. It don't make you a man. It don't make you a man. You hanging around.
To stay no homo.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is stupid.
Yeah.
We talked about it. This shit's still happening. Well, this shit's stupid.
I don't even say it no more.
It's stupid. It'd be grown ass.
Yeah.
It'd be people 20 years older than us, man, and still doing that shit. I'm not about to say no names right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I say some names, but it's ridiculous. And I'm like, dude, why do we feel like we need to do that?
Yeah.
We have that's what I mean. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We feel like we need to do that. Like, why do you feel like you need to do that? You don't need to do that, man. Just be you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like we really breaks that. We got to break it down when it comes to necessities.
But
because it's not just, you know what I'm saying, it's necessities come from how we do things, what you really need as far as physical things, how you need to think or how you want to think. You feel me? We got to realize that. Like that shawty with the big old ass. You know she toxic as hell.
Yeah.
You want that though. You know what I'm saying? But you know this pleasant girl right here, you know what I'm saying? They got nice job benefits, got good family, go to church time to time. You know what I'm saying? You know you need that. But your ass looking at that ass. Your dumb ass looking at that ass. Yeah. I need that. But you want that. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really need to figure out, like, come on now. Like, let's keep it a beat. What do you need? What do you want?
Why do you think that is, though?
I don't know, bro. I think it's... I don't know.
You know, because when we were younger, right? Like a lot of like what we're talking about was most acceptable because we didn't know anything. We didn't know. Like, I mean, we might have known better, but we were kids. Like, we weren't mature, right? So like now that we're getting closer to 30, we're still seeing a lot of the same things around. You know, dealing with people that are surrounding us, even our family members. That's going on, and nothing's changed. So, at what point, if at all, does a light bulb come on? Right? Like, at what point do we start like really applying pressure on shit that's important? You know what I'm saying? And you know, maybe we've had conversations with people that we love and care about this. They just feel like they're stuck in their neutral and they can't go nowhere. But in my opinion, I feel like it's a personal choice, like you said. You know, you don't have to do anything. You just taking the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? You want to hang around these 12, 15, 20 people that don't give a damn about you. You know what I'm saying? But when shit get hot and sticky for real, they ain't gonna be around. They ain't gonna bail you out of jail. They ain't gonna come see you in jail or prison or wherever you rotting at.
And I think a lot of
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think a lot of ones come from insecurities. You know what I'm saying? You want to hide that insecurity, so you start to get something that you want that you think that's gonna, to hide that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, getting that extra, that super expensive car and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To hide something you want to hide. To cover something you want to hide.
I just think, and we have gotten a lot smarter. But I still think I still think we can be a lot smarter as far as when it comes to like how the system is set up to operate. What I mean by that is each time someone is booked, right, into a facility, well, could be jail, whatever, jail, prison, whatever. That's money going to that warden, right? It's a system. It's set up to keep a controlled population in there for a long period of time, right? I mean, because imagine if there was no one in prison. Like, these prisons would go out of business. There would be no need for them. Mm-hmm. Like, that land that those prisons are built on could be used for schools, churches, things that, grocery stores that we need, things that we know shit need to self-sustain, like, us as a people, right? But if we keep playing down to the system, there's going to be a constant circulation of the same population of people, us, going in and out of there. You know what I'm saying? But we so stuck on this image of trying to be tough and trying to have ownership of a community or a neighborhood that we don't own just because we grew up there and someone on the next block over is beefing with us, so we're gonna beef with them. Like, you don't even know nothing about this person. They could like real life be your best friend for real. But you choose not to be their friend or be cool with them because they live on the next block over. Where the hell did we go off the rails with that? Because when my great grandparents was living, like their communities were close. Yeah. And all, and that's speaking like 80, 100 years ago.
I know. I'm trying to figure out when did that really start?
You know what I'm saying? Like, how did we fall off the rails like that?
We used to be really like a bond, like, because we was in the shit together. You feel me? Like, bro, you're from just a different hood.
Yeah.
We're both from the hood. Why we have to beef? Like, it doesn't make any sense why they feel the need to.
You know what I think it is?
Like, it's a need to.
I think it's drugs. And I also think it's the systematic process of taking the black man out of the household. Because think about it, right? Like, black men, we are the tip of the spear, right? Supposed to be. Mm-hmm. You cut the spear off, you don't have a spear no more. You just have a stick.
Exactly. And then you start, and then...
Not saying black women can't lead. I'm not saying that. Obviously, they can. Yeah. But you cut the tip of the spear off, so now you don't have no one to lead. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, black women can't lead. I understand that. I'm not saying they can't. Yeah, I'm just saying when you remove, right? When
they slowly took away, like the factories and trades and schools to help the black man to become the provider for the family. Then they out in the streets because then now y'all brought the drugs over. So now it's a supply to meet a supply and demand for that, and now it's money in that. And then when you out here, you know what I'm saying, with all these alpha males that come dog eat dog. And now, now we over here, now y'all over here will fuck your side Now it's about to.
Now you thinking.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we section off because we try to eat and y'all try to eat, but we can't all eat if we trying to eat a certain amount. So instead of coming together, fuck your side.
There you go.
And then that's how it probably faction off like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, like for real, like out of all the drama that we went through in this world, bro. Like, if people wasn't racist, bro, how much problems do we think we had, bro? Like legitimate problems.
You talking about
if legitimate racism didn't like people didn't care about religion and about race, just about what's right and wrong. Like if the world really cared about necessities instead of what they want, just they side or they race to be good or they religion to be one, and it can't just be right or wrong. You feel me? Like, fuck the race, fuck the religion. Is this right or wrong? Is this something we need to focus on or not? Like, if we didn't have those issues with race or religion, like we can still have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many issues throughout history that we resolve, even for the dominant race who's been feeding off this for years, the white people, like all the stress that y'all dealt with. If you would just not be racist and not care about other people's religion, just care about what's right and wrong, how many problems do we really have? Think about it, bro. Just think about it, bro.
Not much.
Think about it, bro.
I know.
We will all be good.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go through all that backlash, and probably be way better off.
But see, the problem is, and I forgot who I was saying this to, but it probably was my parents. But imagine someone getting a 400-year head start in a race, right? And now you're trying to catch them. It's damn near impossible. They got a 400-year head start. And we're trying to play catch up.
I heard a video. They broke that down. I'm like, damn.
400 years in every aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? And we're not. A lot has changed and things have gotten better, but we still have a long way to go.
A long way to go.
Long way to go. And when you put that in perspective, like, yeah. Okay, and that's why it's so important that we gotta stop playing down to the system, because we got played for real. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of white people out there who get it, who understand. Like, yeah, okay, this shit's wrong. Yeah. It's wicked. But there isn't enough of us out there that's smart enough to realize, like, yeah, we got played for real. We got played. But we so caught up in our own inner community shit that's not important.
Instead of trying to come together,
it wasn't set up that way by us.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was. I just don't understand why we got so much division, within our race. We got so much division, and I just don't understand it. If we really come together, like when the whole George Floyd came, that's probably was like 15% of what we could do. When that happened, and we kind of put our foot down a little bit. You seen something like stuff starting to move. Can you imagine that times 4?
Yeah. Well,
you feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like things will.
Well, that's part of the problem too. Is the powers that be understands that if we was to really organize,
they know that
don't want any issues with us.
They know that.
You know, even with us organized a little bit, you see how much other people is on our side. You know what I'm saying? Because one, they understand that it's wrong, and then two, they also understand that we really don't want any problems with them. Because history has shown that if we organize all the way, like, we're gonna move the needle.
I don't know when it's going, what it's going to take though for all of us to deal with that.
I don't know. That's the question.
To do that.
That's the question that needs to be answered.
What's going to take?
And and this is kind of going off topic, but I also seen something on Facebook, and I've seen a couple of women bring this up too. But the question that was raised, and it's dealing with single mothers, and the question that was raised was, does the value of a single mother go down? Meaning, is her worthiness, right, as a woman being desired and wanted, right? Does it go down as a result of having a child or multiple kids?
I would say no, but then I feel like I will be a hypocrite when I say, because with me is, damn.
It's a tough question to answer.
It's a tough question because it's like, at the same time, I'm not going to say your worth goes down. I feel like, because with me, if I'm dating somebody, I'd rather them not have kids.
Right.
Just for the simple fact is that the kid that I'm raising, I would like to raise it.
Right.
Nothing wrong with your babies. You know what I'm saying? There's been females I tried to date that had kids and they were worth my time. So I was like,
yeah,
if it comes with a kid, I'ma love the shit out that kid. You know what I'm saying? Because I love her. You know what I'm saying? I would love her. You know what I'm saying? So, but I would rather raise the kid I'm raising. I don't want to raise nobody else's kid.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah, no, I understand.
I don't want to raise somebody else's kid.
I understand because
that's hard.
I know before I dabbled into it, I was completely against it. But then once I grew up a little bit and I matured,
I was like completely against it. Like I was like, hell no.
I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm doing this.
Hell no.
But then
like certain females I see and I be like,
yeah,
fuck that. Shawty,
yeah,
with your little baby, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's tough, man.
I'm not gonna say
it's tough.
Worth is, you know what I'm saying, dwindled. I just feel like
because a lot of them feel like, damn, I can't find nobody.
That's the same thing with because that's the same thing with females too, and I think females more animated, more on it than us, because I know I've been through it from dating apps, just talking to females in person. I'ma say 70 of them, 70% of them of the times that happen with DMs, whatever. Within the first couple minutes of the conversation, do you have kids? Oh, that's probably one of the first things that come out their mouth. Do you have kids? You know, with the second question right after that?
See, I didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah. See, I didn't want to.
Huh?
Yeah, I didn't want.
Are you sure?
I didn't want to go into that because that dynamic is crazy. It's a double standard kind of thing because I feel like if a man is a single father and a woman don't have kids, oh, she running off. She don't want nothing to do with him. Nothing. It don't matter what type of job he got.
And she don't
how
look
he
bad.
Look.
And she don't look bad about doing that.
Right.
But when it's vice versa.
if it's us running off.
Oh, because she a mother, she going through a lot.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
But we get that negative connotation because we more, you know what I'm saying, with the baby mothers and shit, we more to have multiple baby mothers than a female to have multiple baby daddies.
I don't know about that,
You
man.
don't think so?
I think it's about the. It may be a little worse on our end. Yeah, it may be a little worse, but.
I feel like more relevancy with the baby fathers as far as females.
Yeah,
you know, we started this shit with
right.
multiple baby mothers. And shit.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
you
true.
starting to see more often. You know what I'm saying? Like when niggas was like preteens, that's when we really started seeing it.
Yeah,
and they rise.
Yeah.
It's still the same when it comes to dudes to this day.
Yeah,
even worse now. Like I hear ridiculous amount of. Like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ain't never heard nobody, no female with 10 plus baby mamas. I mean baby daddies. I ain't never seen that.
Yeah,
I seen about 8. Say I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? I seen dudes with like 13 different baby mamas. 13 different baby mamas. That is ridiculous. You gotta deal with all them 13 different estrogens like that, all them pH balances. You gotta deal with all that.
Got a whole basketball team.
What?
And a reserve roster.
And not including your daughters too. Right. On top of man, boy, I don't see how Future do it. I don't know. I don't understand it. Now young boy do it. I don't know. I don't understand how. I don't understand it, bro. They got so many kids. Some people we had so many kids. I be like, oh my god. Yeah. You see some of these people in Maury, 16 kids, 16 baby mama. How?
Yeah.
And it's not even the most beautiful nigga in the world. It's some nigga that shop at Gap, smell like mothballs, still tall people turkeys, and got straight backs and they start right here. Bamified people. Got all these baby mamas. You like, why? Why? Like, why did that just happen? Why? It's crazy. I'm like, so you don't need going right back to what we was talking. We don't need all those. Jesus said, "Be fruitful," but with one person, why do you have to have all those baby mamas? You got a starting 5. A bench, and then a couple DMPs. You feel me?
a couple G League players. A couple G League players.
You see on the box score that did not enter the game. Did not play.
DMPs.
A couple DMPs.
Oh shit, man. God.
That's crazy. Like that's so many.
Oh man!
Oh my God, people! Oh.
I don't know, man. It's tough. Like when I got to thinking about it, I was like, damn. Like it's not that y'all not worthy, cause like for me, like I just would not dabble back into that. Like I've done it. I've experienced it.
For real?
Yeah, I've dated women that had kids.
Oh.
I wouldn't do it again. Not that it was a bad experience. It's just. Like knowing what I know now, like you gotta plan so much around the child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I
that's not your baby.
That's not my child, right?
Yeah, and then you really don't got that. You don't got no say for real.
No,
for real. You can like say something, but you don't got no say unless it's kind of like a Walker Flocka situation with his. You know what I'm saying? Why you laugh? Why you laugh? Why you laugh?
Nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Nah, but you know how he close with his stepdaughter, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And she actually asked him to be adopt her and all that. So like, if you that close, then because they not really in their life, then that's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Because in her eyes, you are her. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a cousin like that.
Yeah.
I feel like her, you know what I'm saying, that her stepfather's like her father. Even though her dad passed away, she would look at him like another dad. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean,
you can feel, you know, if you had that, you know, if you gain that relationship with that, then that's understandable, and I understand that. You feel me? Like, I love the kids. School love the kids. Like, anybody actually, school love the kids.
Yeah.
I love the kids. It's just the fact that I don't. Have you ever drove a car that wasn't yours, that you never drove before?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The little nuances in that car, you ain't gonna know. You feel me? How to move the seat back and none of that. You know what I'm saying?
How to start the car if it's push to start. Where's the button?
The lights on and none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to raise a baby when that's not your baby. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know the mama, you know what I'm saying? You get to know the side of the family if you get that deep and all that.
Yep.
She got a whole nother side that you don't know nothing about.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's gonna, that's gonna come in there because she got that side. You feel me? And then you not knowing that side because if that was your child, that side is your side.
Right. You know all the emotions, the nuances, and yeah.
Exactly. So you'll probably see something in her mama and in her own individual, personality, because of course you got some traits of your mom, your parents, or your mom's side and your dad's side. Yeah. Because a lot of people that knew my grandfather and my mom's side of the family. Yeah. I'm just like my granddaddy. Never met him before in my life. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have your individual personality. But then at the same time, when that other side come out, I'm like, wait a minute. You're like, what the fuck? Like, what's that? That's how, like, with my nephew, I do his father. So it's like, his sperm donor. Well, you know what I'm saying? So I know with that side coming, like, okay.
You your daddy's son.
Ooh, oh my God, bro. Like, when I tell you, it's so crazy because you get it, like, because I know I know my sister. And I know my sister, and then I know him. And then, like, I see it combined, and then, like, he got his own individual assholeness a little bit. I'm like, little nigga. But I love him to death, though. I love him to death. Hey, no disrespect, nephew. I love you. But, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. And, when you see it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand that you have to be there if you're going to go there. You can't go in there and then have doubts. Yeah. Like, you have to understand what you coming there for. What you coming there to do, you got to understand what you getting yourself into. Yeah. That's why if you fully not in there, then it's good to just leave it. You know what I'm saying? To leave it and then push it, keep it pushing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one particular female. You know what I'm saying? When she in the right place, she has a child, and I'm ready.
It's not Anastasia.
And it's not Anastasia. It's not Anastasia. It's not Anastasia. Hey, do you understand? Hey, you understand how many people? You understand how many? You understand how many people hit me up and like, bro, they like, bro, how does that happen?
Oh my God!
When I posted it, they was like, how does that happen? My auntie was like, you gonna see it again, baby. You gonna see it again. She said, I believe you gonna see it again.
Oh my gosh, bro.
People couldn't believe that story, Slim. People was like, this is some movie shit right here, bro. You feel me? Man. Yeah, but back what I was saying, though, is one particular girl out here. And she has a kid, and if she ever ready, hey, bro, I'm going to be a stepfather, and I'm going to love the shit out of her baby. I ain't going to hold you. Because she worth it. All right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It depends. It depends if she.
Yeah, it's case by case. Yeah.
Yeah, if you think she worth it, I think that's with any individual case. You know what I'm saying? It depends on whatever female go through.
It's case by case. I just wouldn't dive back into it. I've done it already.
I do it for her.
Hey.
Softest woman in the world. Only certain people do that. That's all I gotta say.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning into the show. This is Spades podcast. We'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. We out. Y'all be safe and watch out for them cicadas. They killing my windshield.
They not as bad as before. It was pure anarchy in 04. It was pure anarchy.
A few moments later. A few moments later.
We are Ripped Radio Network.